Elvis was amazing. I was nowhere near born in Elvis's peak era, but damn, did I enjoy this film by Aussie filmmaker Baz Luhrmann. Ayo all, my name's Isaac and you're listening to All Things Podcast, episode 21. Today I'll be talking about the new Baz Luhrmann film, Elvis, with electrifying performances from Austin Butler as Elvis and Tom Hanks as the Colonel Tom Parker. Baz Luhrmann's hasty biopic is cinematic dynamite. Elvis begins with what feels like a prank on the audience, low-key, rather than centering on its opening sequence of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Narration kicks in of the evil-sounding carnival manager, Colonel Tom Parker. First off, I would like to congratulate Austin Butler on his performance as Elvis. He played him amazingly. Like, when I say amazingly, I mean he should win an Oscar for Best Actor, and Tom Hanks should win an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Colonel Tom Parker would have been an incredibly hard person to play. Tom Hanks admitted it as well. Colonel Tom Parker was like the Emperor Palpatine to Anakin Skywalker. The Colonel corrupted Elvis and basically in the end ended Elvis's life. And this film conveys that beautifully. I saw Elvis first about 3 weeks ago, nearly a month ago, the opening week of the film, with my mum for her birthday. A massive Elvis Presley fangirl. My mum has now even gone to see the film 4 more times, and I don't blame her. This Baz film, man, clocking in at nearly 3 hours was truly special. I was born in the middle of 2000s, 30 years after Elvis tragically passed. The talent in this film is truly magical. Austin Butler portraying Elvis was just amazing. And obviously Tom Hanks playing the evil Colonel Tom Parker. Olivia DeJonge playing Elvis's love, his wife, Priscilla Presley. Helen Thompson playing Elvis's loving and caring mother, Gladys Presley. And Richard Roxenberg playing Elvis's father, Vernon Presley. And obviously so much more talent within the film. I'm not an Elvis fan. Well, I wasn't before I saw this film. But my mother is a giant fan. So I had consumed a lot of his media and content throughout my life, and I have to say, Austin Butler's performance was magnificent. To me, someone who was born decades after his death, so I never got to see Elvis in real time. But Austin embodied what I had seen in movies. The movie itself was really amazing, and Austin's performance was the saving grace that kept my attention the whole time. Really, his performance was incredible. I felt like I was watching the real Elvis because he captured so much of his essence and got even the smallest traits down that fans will associate with Elvis Presley. I was a little worried about how the intertwining of modern interpretations of songs would mesh well in a film taking place between the 50s and 70s, but I was pleasantly surprised at how they did it, and I know it'll be a nice touch for young people, like myself, to grasp onto throughout the film. This 2022 Elvis film was really unique, telling of such cultural icon, and while Baz's style might be a little out there, I'll commend it for keeping my attention more than it might have otherwise. But truly, the shining star of this movie is no other than Austin, in my opinion. He did a fantastic job, and I think he deserves all the praise. If you plan on seeing this film, be prepared for a very stylist telling of Elvis' story, but a very authentic portrayal by Austin. He was truly phenomenal. This movie takes you on a journey of the truth of who Elvis Presley really was. The editing and shots were so balanced, and also the colours in these shots in comparison to the years they were trying to tell was beautifully executed. Austin Butler really embodied Elvis's energy in the film, as I've said. Watching him perform and do it basically spot on, while the film also showed real clips of Elvis back then to compare, was truly incredible and amazing. Going into this movie, I didn't know much about his life, and after the movie, I would definitely say that it did a wonderful and respectful job of telling his story. Tom Hanks starts off the movie, and becoming the narrator really made the movie that much better to start with. The movie in the beginning instantly hooks you and really just makes you so excited for what happens next. Not once did I question, how much longer, or start getting bored. This movie runs 2 hours and 39 minutes. But did not even feel that long at all. I love how they really took the time and effort to show both equal amount of not only the lows in his career, but also the highs in his career. It did that beautifully and balanced it amazingly. Baz did truly an amazing job. The movie just did an amazing job with structuring current events that were happening during those times. This movie was definitely 5 stars. I do want to watch it again for sure.